The purpose of this video is to demonstrate how to use the app we created called Trip2 to record information when transporting clients using Synclated vehicles. There are two different ways to access the app. One is just through a browser. So no matter what device you're using, whether it's a cell phone or a tablet or a desktop, you can access the app by opening any browser and typing in triplog.org. That's triplog.org. And it'll take you right to the page that's being displayed now. The other method of accessing it is by downloading an app if you have an Android device. If you have a Google phone or a tablet, then you can go to the Play Store, Google Play Store, and search for Synclated. And one of the apps displayed has an icon that looks just exactly like that, Trip2. Download that app and click on it, and it'll take you right to the same screen. So there's two different ways to access the app. All right, I'm going to show you or demonstrate using the app under several different scenarios. We have some features built in here to take care of all the scenarios we can think of. So you click on the Start button to begin a trip, and displays a little panel with collect information. First thing it wants is your name. Now, the purpose here is just to identify you in case we have any questions about the data that's entered here. It doesn't really go anywhere. Next is a vehicle number, the number of the vehicle you're using, and a drop-down list of the purpose of the trip. So just select, let's say the first scenario here was we're going to transport some clients to campus from the group home. So going to campus, so education training maybe. And next is we create a list of the clients we're taking. You do that by keying in the first 2 or 3 characters of their name, and it'll display a list of all the clients in the database that match those characters. It'll create a record with their name, and it'll number them. If you can have any number of clients, number them 1 through X, and it'll be in alphabetical order by name. So let's add another one. I'll take Nathan. No limit to the number. And once you get to campus, you can click the drop button for each one, or you can just click the all button and it'll drop them all. Then you click the end button. It's pretty simple. All right, that's one scenario. Another scenario is if you take a client for a medical trip or medical appointment, hit the start again and name, vehicle number. This time will be a medical, purpose will be medical, and we'll take David Haas. Taking the med trip. Now, the reason this is different is that when you get there, you're not going to just drop him off and leave. You're going to drop him off and wait till the med appointment is over and then bring him back home. So that's the purpose of the pause button. If you're going to be dropping a client off and waiting, you pause the trip and it will record the location where you stopped for tracking the mileage. All right. Then when you get back on, you take them back home. That's when you drop them off and click the end button. So you start, then when you get to the med trip, you click the pause, so it'll record information. And then when you get back home, you drop them and click the end button. Okay, so that's that scenario. Let's try, there's some more things I want to show you about this. say, I don't know, some business. Let's get a couple clients on here. Let's put 3 on there. Let's take Mary Lois. Okay, so we got 3. At any time, if you put the wrong person on and you want to take them off, you can just click the trash can, and they're gone. They're gone, as if they were never there. All right. Also, if you decide not to go or whatever, the information here is so screwed up, you want to just start over. Well, you can click the abort button. Abort just wipes everything out as if you did nothing. All right. You'll also see this override address. Don't let that get in your way if you're playing around with this. But that's for future enhancement. For example, if you pick someone up and forget to record them, so you can enter an override address for where you left them from, even though you weren't actually there. Because when you add a client, it will, as soon as you add them, it will record the location where you picked them up. So if you're not really at the location you picked them up, you can use the override address to adjust that. So, but that'll be in a future enhancement, and another video will come for that. Okay, well that is, well, there's a couple of things I want to show you about errors. It forces you to enter data up there. So if you try to enter in a client without filling anything in, it'll remind you got to have this information in. So it will. And the last scenario I want to demonstrate is if you take several and make multiple stops. Let's see. Take several clients here. If you take several clients and drop them off at various places, of course, as you drop them off, you just click the drop and leave the rest of them on there and continue going. And as you drop them off, you just click the drop one at a time. So it might be a little obvious, but I wanted to demonstrate that scenario. So, okay, that's it. Once we drop everybody off, we end. And that is the end of the video. Thank you.